Oh, looks like I've gone live. Looks like I've got, and I should be saying good morning, Loom Gold, as it's been a morning of dramas. I thought I was going to be down here an hour ago, but the apprentice is causing me all sorts of grief. It looks like I can't turn it this way. I've got to have it that way, which is going to cause me problems. I didn't realise that because this little device doesn't work with the phone that way. So it could be that this is even a bit more useless than I thought it might have been for a first crack at a live. Hopefully the Starlink is doing its thing and this feed's coming through okay. So have a look here. I'll just explain what I've done here. So this Bluetti power device, pretty neat little unit, and so I wanted it so that I could do this sort of thing, have it for extra power, but mainly so I could run Starlink near the cut and potentially do these lives. And I think I am live. It seems to be working. It says live on the screen. So we'll push on. I've got the power, got the Starlink, and we've got the feed, and away we go. So the only drama I've got now, I was going to show everyone a few things. The only drama we've got now is that my little Duvalaki that I've got here that I normally hold the phone with holds it in the opposite orientation. And when I do that, it says orientation is lock, rotate device back. So it only wants me to do it this way. So that's going to be interesting to set this up. So just bear with me, everybody, if anyone's watching. I will explain what I'm doing here though. So if anyone's been following along, you'll know that I've been working on a mega cut, and that mega cut's up that way. You also might have followed along and seen me dig onto this awesome ancient gravel lead, which is right here. I'm standing on it now. It's this white stuff. You can see it there. Anyway, yesterday came down. We had a lot of spoil here. Cleared all this spoil out, and so I can start working in the direction in which I'm standing. So from the excavator back this way. And I dropped the bucket down here, found a little layer where you just get to the bottom of it, and it came alive. Pulled a really nice 17 grammer out of there. Pulled, yeah, just like I had nothing in the pocket, so I pulled nearly 40 grams in a couple of hours just before dark. So there's going to be plenty of action down in here, and I thought, well, we'll go live and just see how it goes this morning. I'll take a scrape and see what can come out. And the idea is maybe these lives in the future, if we end up having Patreons or members or things like that, I'll create a specialty thing for people that are members or want to be more active, or have a paid subscription and stuff like that, where there will be opportunities to do cool things. And I'm thinking things like we'll go live, there'll be some sort of lotto, someone will get picked, one or two people will get picked, and those people will be able to pick whichever nugget, pick nugget 10, and whatever nugget 10 is, they get to keep. Stuff like that, I think would be pretty cool. I don't know if anyone's doing that sort of stuff, but obviously this takes time for me. I have to get my head around it. I have to get these systems sorted. So this is a test run to see whether this sort of stuff can work. So anyway, I'll try not to yabber too much, and we'll try to dig some gold. I'll have to work out where to set this up now, and I'll have to work out how to do it without my little tool that I use here, because it doesn't want me to rotate the phone. So let me turn around. Looks like there is a few people been on, and maybe people are interested. There's 10 people there. Awesome. Thanks for listening. What do we got? There's some comments. Hey Champ, Pete, Carmichael. I'll just tilt my head, Lachlan Steele. Yes, holding it that way is best. Right, yes, okay. So thanks for the comments there, guys. My poor old eyes actually reading that without my glasses. I did actually put the other glasses in the pocket today because I thought maybe I'll have to read a little print. Okay, so if I turn it this way, right, so if I turn it that way, it obviously stuffs up, does it? Like it turns me sideways, is that right? Anyone comment there on that? It doesn't keep it locked. Hey, mate, give me a job, please, Richard Porter. Yeah, okay, Pete. Yeah, okay. Yes, no good. Okay. All right, so I'm going to have to work that out. So to get this set up, I have my tripod here. This tripod's not going to work. All right, so it might have to be, say, rocks. I'm going to just have to do it the way I do it here with some rocks or something like that. So everyone, please just bear with me. This is a work in progress. But what I'll do is I'll see if I can set this up here. In some format in this dirt. Right. Okay, what can we see there? Can we see what we need to see? Alright, let's have a look, turn that around. Turn it around. Okay. Alright, so that's the cut. Okay. Now, as long as I don't hit that with the excavator. Alright, I think you can see me down in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hop up on the excavator, take a little scrape, and then we'll listen for some sounds. And I'm on my own. Obviously, in the future, maybe with lives, I'll be able to have a better tripod set up, or a different type of feed, or someone might film it. I don't know, but anyone that's watching, bear with me. It's really just a test. So I might just go and take a scrape. You'll see the excavator bucket going, and then I'll come back with the detectors. So stay on the feed. Thanks, guys. see if I can get it. All right, hopefully there's some folks still there. I might just get up and check that feed. This is all a bit rough and ready, guys, but it is a test. All right. Okay. Looks like we've still got some folk on the feed. Thanks for sticking with us. We might be doing something entirely new here. So I expect to hear some sounds here. We're right on the good layer. It's incredible ground. It comes through this really deep gravel, and then there's this orange and black sand, and then it hits a slate, and right on that layer it comes alive. But the problem is, if you scoop up the layer, you can easily take it with you because it's only pretty narrow. Nice target there. Good target there. So what I might do in the future, now that I've worked out that this tripod doesn't work, which is a bit of a shame because it makes it difficult for me to carry the camera around. I do have some DJI equipment that would allow me to do point of view filming, I think. So we might test that out and get better at this stuff. Let's get a nugget out. What sounds good? That sounds good. Let's go with that one. I'll come up there and read the comments in a minute and see whether there's any issues with the feed after this nugget. Oh yeah, this goes down onto this sort of white tish. And still got a little bit of, still got some quartz down in it. Oh, there's a quartz string. The other day I found a quartz stringer running along, and there was gold all the way buried right down with it. All right, we have a pocket. Hoping that actually viewing down into here. So there's multiple nuggets here, but all right. We'll start off with a little 0.3. Let me come up there and check if anyone's on the feed. Yes. Thanks for sticking with us, folks. It's very good. Appreciate that. Let me see if I can get these comments. Not too squeaky. PK's still here. Good, we're still here, mate. That's nice. Awesome. Okay. Thanks, everybody. It's really nice to have you here. Let's have a look. There we go. First little nugget for the morning. And they start to add up. I might be able to get this down actually a little bit closer in here. So the intent is to make this interactive, guys. So I need to test this out. But at some point we'll make it so that the folk that are watching can have some benefits out of it. That's what I'd like. If it was me watching, I would like that. I would think it'd be pretty cool. So just bear with me as I work all that out, and hopefully we can, get some goal wins and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. So where are we in Australia? What's that? Repco Rider. We're in central Queensland, near Claremont, which is west of Mackay, Central Queensland. Great spot, heaps of gold. Another one here. Welcome everyone. Oh yeah, someone's written that. Aaron Hanson, g'day mate, g'day Aaron. Like and subscribe, awesome, excellent. Thanks for being here, guys. Let's see if we can pull another nugget. Turn this around. I'm doing this pretty dodgy here in the soil. Like honestly, I'm bearing my phone and touch on the screen. Stay with me, please. Stay with me. All right, we're still live. Goodness me, you guys will think I'm crazy. And it's all because my tripod doesn't have a big enough thing to hold the phone on that angle. And I didn't realise you can only go live on that angle. But there you go. It's the first one of the day, and the right. Yeah. So you got right here. Right. So this is hard gravels, and it's diving away back towards where the phone is, where the camera is there. And it's really, this is the toughest ground that I've been on to actually uncover the bottom and detect the layer, because it's moving away at an angle like that under a really deep gravel lead, and it's got slates that come up, so sometimes you think you're at the bottom and you're not, and it's really easy to take the bottom. So it's challenging to find it, but if you get on it and you can just stay with it, right where the slate joins the gravel, oh, it is really juicy ground. It's juicy stuff. And it's amazing. All this gravel is really white, so it's like it's lost all its mineralisation, and all the mineralisation dropped down into the sands and the slate bottom. So when I do these holes, you might start off with one signal, and you end up digging multiple nuggets out of one little hole. So I carefully go through the spoil and collect all these nuggets as I go, otherwise it becomes a total mess. Now obviously, being live, I don't want to bore the hell out of you, so I want to get on and find some better nuggets. So I might skip over some of those little ones and come back to them, just to make sure that everyone's not going to sleep. Although maybe if you're in America or somewhere in Europe or wherever it is, it'll be probably dark now, maybe getting ready to go to bed. And this might be a perfect way to send you to sleep, me rabbling on about stuff. There you go, another little point 1, 0.2. I think this one in here is a bit bigger though. Hopefully that's in view there. We had one yesterday. It started off nice tone, nice inverted tone, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Went down into the slate, really quite a way into the really hard slate, and beautiful vagina shaped 17-gram nugget. Never had a vagina nugget before. A lot of penis nuggets. A lot of penis nuggets, but not a vagina nugget. I'll put that up on a video. It is on the LUME GOLD Facebook page. If you're not on the Facebook page, you can get on the LUME GOLD page there, and I'll put up a post about it. Yeah, so we're getting down to this black slate. So this stuff here is really good, and often the gold goes down in it really deep. It's like a real black, almost shiny. You might be able to see that. It's like, yeah, it's got a sheen, but That stuff is just so good when it bonds with, it's like a yellow sand, black slate, just killer. And the gold just down in the layers. And when you get down to this level, it just peels up. All right. So still a decent one in there, but that one big target sounds like it's going to be multiple smaller targets. Well, when I say small, hopefully they're grammars. Oh, I don't even know where to start here. I think there's one out here on this edge. Oh, it's good. It's good gold. I mean, going live might give people some sort of concept of what it's like, because there is times where there's that much gold there, I'll pick up a nugget every 30 seconds. And it's hard yakka. Definitely hard yakka. You work for it. A lot of this stuff, a lot of people talk to me about putting it in the trommel. All this pay layer, after I've detected it, goes up there, and we've probably got 1,000 tonne now in the stockpile to go through a plant. Oh, I should show you that. All right, so they're getting a bit bigger. Hopefully that showed up. That'll be like a point, maybe a 0.3, a 0.4, something like that. So they start to make a bit of a clunk, and when they start to go in the jar at 0.5s and 1s and 1.6s and stuff like that, it doesn't take long to get one out. That actually sounds like it's almost in the ground, that one. That could be opening up another something on the side here. Let's see if that. Oh, let's chase that one. That could be interesting. That could be an interesting. It's just a bit deeper. It's a bit inverted. There's plenty of nuggets already out in this spoil, but if we can get a good nugget for this live before we go unlive. Hello. So anyone that's new to prospecting, right, that's obviously a nugget that's closer to the surface. Because of the way that it sounds, it's got a higher pitch, it's probably a smaller nugget. This one, it's got a down up tone. So it's telling me two things. First of all, it's deeper, and secondly, it's likely to be bigger because it's giving me that down up tone. So inverted targets are the sort of targets that we're all chasing, and it's no different with me on the cut. Oh yeah, this is just juicy, good ground. Oh, so I'm getting a collection up of nuggets up here in the spoil that I need to come back to. But see, I couldn't hear that. I don't think I could hear that nugget when I originally started digging, and it opened up because I chased a nugget over here, and I heard this nugget here. And this is how these pockets work. You start off thinking you're on one nugget. The next thing, you've been here for 5 hours and you dug 100 out of one hole. Woo! Hello. Yes, give me another 17 grammer, thank you very much. That'll be and then we'll know it's real when it's live. No faking it here. Oh, I think I just saw a little nugget. Yeah, I'm pretty good at spotting them now as they come out of the holes. already warm. This is loaded up here. There's probably 10 nuggets there already. This will be a good nugget. I mean, the 6,000 has a habit of luring me into thinking it's a lot bigger quite often. But yesterday, that 17 grammer, you know, it was sort of, I got complacent because I thought, oh yeah, 6,000, doing its thing, makes everything sound like a friggin' ouncer, and it nearly was. Right, that's the one we've been chasing. There's a bunch more in there. Not an ouncer. Not an ouncer. It'll be going to be a couple of grams maybe. Yeah, it's a nice nugget. Nice nugget. Let's have a look. All right, I'll pick this up. There we go. Oh, I'm going to keep it that way. All right, there you go. Fresh out of the ground. First time ever seen by anybody. And you guys can share that with me. Just going to read some comments here. That's blanking. Yeah. Yeah, LUME has a slug. Yeah, ad hoc. Any mate, g'day. On the goal, the place to dig. What else we got here? I'm here in Nova Scotia. Oh yeah, cool. Nice blue day. Yeah, it is a blue day. Never mind watching you pull nuggets of shiny from your clay. As the previous diggers have done this, mate. Jealous yet still happy as a pig and shit for you. Aaron. Oh, they got great. Yeah, really appreciate the comments there, guys. If I've missed you, comment. Sorry, and my eyes, I have to admit, I was fine until 40 and then they went downhill. So I've got glasses here, but I am actually managing to read the little writing on the screen. I'm pretty stoked with that. I'm really happy that you're here. And, you know, obviously being a miner, my focus is always just digging the gold, and I would really like to do the YouTube stuff a lot better, you know, and I can edit good videos and do all that sort of stuff, but it's just time and having the tech and sitting down, and there's no time in the day. Honestly, just trying to keep up with it. But eventually I'll have extra resources that'll take some pressure off me, and I can do some more of the fun stuff. So, but for now, I really appreciate you all being here and making these comments. What else we got? Love the raw feed, mate. You're going to good luck from Colorado, Daniel Lay. Awesome. So, all right. So that's that one there. Let's have a look. That's probably, I'd say that's probably about a 1.8, probably a 2.1, something like that. So I'm just going to store that in my gob for a sec, and I'll just show you this a bit close point of view. All right. So the spoil on this side. All right. So the spoil on that side's active. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Just came out. It's in my hand. It's in my hand. There it is there. All right. Oh, I dropped the bugger. Where did I go? It's hard, this one-handed stuff. There it is. Is that it there? No. Oh, can anyone see it? Spot the nugget. Oh, there it is down the hole. Look, of course it fell down in the crack. Right, so that's normally I'll put it in my jar, but I'm just putting it in my mouth for a sec while we're doing this. You must have big finger. Yeah, I do. I've got big fat hands. Let's see what else is there. Oh shit, look at that. Oh, there's a really good one at that side. Mate, oh, there it is on top, look. Maybe that one we got before wasn't even the main event. There it is there. You see it? Oh yeah, it's similar. There you go. So, yeah, another sort of probably 1.6, 1.8. I'll see if I can do this with my hand, maybe. Oh, this is hard. All right, it's in the scoop. It's in the scoop. What's that there? See if we can see it come out. It came out just then. All right, now there's no doubt, guys, I'm going to have to get a better system in place here to do this point of view. Here's another one, right? Okay, let me just pop that down. There we go. So I'm going to have to get a better system in place to do this point of view, and I will. You know, this is the first crack at it, as I've said, so I'm going to have to, I don't know, maybe get one of those bloody little proximity drones or something like that that can just hang over my head, and I'll get the point of view. All right, so there's still more on that side pile. Let's have a look here. Give you an idea. I think we just had a little hiccup there. You'll be in that spot for years. Brian Shaw. Yes, mate, it could well be. This is a giant rubble lead that I don't know. There's a lot, and of course the amount of nuggets that's coming out in a square metre. Yeah, so let's just have a look here. I've got a mouthful of nuggets. If you think I'm talking funny, there's a reason. All right, so now I've pulled out those ones that you've already seen. Still one in that spoil pile. Let's have a look at this spoil pile. So there's a good one there. Good one there. Let's listen to the hole. Right, so you get the idea. You get the idea. So I won't keep this live going forever because people probably get bored out of their minds. I've got to get on and dig it properly. But the idea here is that I find a rich spot like this, and when you guys talk about when I get to the point where there's people on a feed, subscribers or Patreons and things like that, and they can be in the chance to pick a nugget, you can see what happens here. I'll just pick out those nuggets, and there's easy 10 or 15 nuggets in one hole or whatever. So it's not going to be hard to do a feed and keep it under half an hour, an hour, and it'll be like a little bit of a lucky dip, a bit of a lotto sort of concept. So that's an idea. See if I can follow through on it. Maybe make some comments on whether you think that'd be cool and whether anyone would be interested, and whether it'll give me any inspiration to bother following through on that. What else are we going to do here? Let me see if I can read some more things here. Either nugs or nugs. Yeah, get me. Let me have a look at this. I'll get these out of my mouth. Jeez. All right. Oh. There you go. That's not bad. Gives you an idea. That's the best part. Best part 5 grams there, just what's there already. So you can see how quick it adds up, when you're on a good spot. What I might do is I might put these in my pocket, and before we wrap this up, I'll go up and I'll detect up on what I just scraped out of here, and because it picks up some slates, and they can be quite active up on there as well. Normally with what goes behind you, that's just going to the pay pile for processing later on with the trommel, and it's loose. That's the intent. But you know, we have people detect the piles as well, and I don't often do it, but in a rich spot like this, I know that there's stuff going behind, because it's really hard not to pick up slates that hold stuff. So we might go up and do that, so just bear with me. Yeah, gold's only 5,500 Aussie now. Yeah. Just happy with any videos you do for us. Who's that? CB? Is it GR? Brian Shaw, dry washer for the fine gold. Yes. Yeah, we're getting a separator coming in soon that can be run dry or wet. We've got sort of issues with wet plant at the moment. It might take longer to get approvals for, but the dry stuff we can do. So hopefully before the end of this season, we're going to have stuff coming up on that, and everyone will be able to watch that journey. And the sort of, hopefully, the really good numbers that should come out of it. You can imagine the fine gold that I'm not hearing or is getting put behind with each one of these scrapes coming out of these cuts, and the copious amount of pay layer that we've already stored. So you can imagine it could be quite handy to pay a few bills with that stuff. Aaron, I'm keen on the live digs. Look into getting a mic so you can still hear whilst you're not close to the phone. Yes, I do have all that, mate. I do have all that stuff. I've got a mic, and I've got better gear. I've been a bit slack. So everyone, just bear with me for a sec while I put this gold in the jar and I collect my stuff, and we're going to go up and have a look up on this up on this spore pole to see whether we can get any noises there before we wrap up. So probably another 5 or 10 max, and then we'll call it on this little test live feed. And once again, I appreciate everyone that's watching and watching the gold come out. Bear with me a sec. I didn't want to walk around with that in my mouth for 20 minutes. Makes it nice and clean though. Wash all the gold. What's happened there? It's gone to a zoom. I wash all the gold before we weigh it, because everyone used to bring in their gold dirty, and then when you get to the end of the week, you'd lose about 3% to dirt. So let me get out of here now. Hold on. We're going up to a new spot. I can't put my phone in a tripod. That's why it all looks so dodgy, because the tripod doesn't want to hold the phone at this vertical angle. Okay, let's have a crack up here. So I'll just show you where we're at. Okay, so what I've been doing is obviously put the spoil behind you, but I sort of, on good spots, I'll lay it out a little bit. And so you can see the slates are up here. All right, this in the slates there. A lot of the other stuff in that top layer, all the white gravel tends to have nothing in it. It's only when you get down on that fine boundary layer. So let's just run the coil over here and see if we can get a screamer. There is a chance of a screamer in amongst this. Now, normally you'd hope that you wouldn't get anything in, like I shouldn't be able to hear, if I'm doing my job properly, I shouldn't be able to hear any sounds coming out of these pay piles, out of these piles that we put up to be processed for finer gold. But the reality is that I expect in this sort of ground, there's going to be a sound. There you go. That doesn't sound too bad. All right, so Maybe we'll pull one out of here and see what we've missed. See, I'm scratching with my boot here. That's why they call me Scratchy, because that's how I scratch the ground. I wear the inside of my boot out there. And that's what everyone should do as a prospector. You should be wearing your boots out. You're scratching the ground, listening for ground noise. When you're out wild detecting, take the top off, take another layer, take a bit of extra dirt, take a tuft of grass, move a stick, and now, where's that going? It almost seems like I pushed it back that way. I really only want to dig you out something if it's sort of pretty special here, so it doesn't sound to be too screamy. We've already seen some nuggets. I'm just making sure there's not a big scooped up 10 or 20 grammer or something. All right, well, guys, I think we might let me read some comments here. Aaron, yeah, lazy days during breakfast will do well for live feeds. Yeah, cool. Good time before you need to go to get motivated to do your lawn jobs. Very good. So there's been a bunch of you probably sat through this whole feed, and I appreciate that. There's people been dropping in, dropping out. At least I wasn't talking to myself. So really thanks, big thanks for coming in, and maybe one day we'll have these feeds and there'll be a lot more people, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just, whatever happens. It's not critical for me. I just enjoy sharing the content and the people that want to go on the journey and join in. So hopefully I can be better as we go forward. But you got to see some gold come out, and so I think we'll call it there. We've been online. It says 26 minutes, but I think I broke the feed, unfortunately, and we did something. So it's probably been an hour or so. So I'll read the comments a bit more, and maybe we'll pick up another live feed in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We've got probably at least 8 weeks of the season to go. But we've got a lot of cool things happening, and maybe I'll do some short lives when I'll get a big nugget. If I can have the Starlink handy, and if I think there's going to be a big nugget come out, maybe I'll just go live and punch it out when we're live. So once again, thanks everyone. Awesome. Appreciate all you LUME Golders, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Cheers, guys.